Top of the morning to you. And this is Monday with Friday, wishing for you a resilient week ahead. I have been silent the last few weeks, not because I had nothing to say, but because every now and again, especially since I am no longer committed to being with you here weekly, I need to be quiet sometimes. One of the Mondays during my absence was Martin Luther King Day. We were able to celebrate it here in America this year, but whether we would next year at the federal level remains to be seen. Today is the first Monday in Black History Month. Federal agencies and entities have been ordered by the American president, who remains arguably fascist, racist, and a criminal among other things, and I'm not being nasty, I'm just being factual. Federal agencies have been ordered by this man to disavow Black History Month by not recognizing it. It is anybody's guess whether Martin Luther King Day 2026 would be recognized federally. But if I may paraphrase two lines in a song called The Ballad of St. Peter, quote, "Though they took his life, they can't take his voice. It keeps ringing today. Though they took Martin Luther King's day, they can't take his voice. It keeps ringing today." Unquote. On this first Monday of Black History Month, I say again, Black history is American history, and American history is Black history. It is either rank ignorance or racist hypocrisy for somebody to deny either of those two propositions. Americans cannot boast of America's incredible wealth without remembering on whose backs with brutality and whose unpaid labor with thanklessness the foundation of this American wealth was built. When cotton was king, America became king, and all America said, "Long live the king." Yet when Black Wall Street became king, white America said, "Hell no, you gotta burn, you gotta die." Enough said. I'm constrained to briefly remind all who listen to me on this day about the thing that Reverend Dr. King spoke of at length and what the one on whom he based his faith and sought to pattern his life also spoke of at length: the word love. Whatever any other definitions of love might be, at its most irreducible core, love refuses to bring, do, or cause harm to another person. Wrapped up in that definition is the very heart of non-violence. Violence is inflicted in both direct and indirect ways. Violence can be personal and social, personal and political. Violence can be physical and psychological. Violence can be from a hand that points a gun or a hand that forms a fist to strike a deadly blow to your temple, or from the hand that holds the pen that applies its signature to an executive order that rains down unnecessary and violent measures upon unnecessary people, whether that violence places innocent people in railway cars bound for gas chambers, or places a whole nation in danger by releasing violent insurrectionists who publicly disavow contrition or confession, but on the other hand reaffirm violence while at the same time punishing peaceful, law-abiding heroes. I engaged in the last several months in many lively but frankly disappointing debates, wherein someone, yet again, for this movie has played many times during the last decade, where people sought to minimize, intelligent people sought to minimize, even dismiss, the timelessly proven fact that one reaps what one sows. Somehow intelligent people seem to think that you can install a criminal, a racist, a fascist, a sexual offender, a liar, a cheat, a fraudster, a scoffer, a felon, and a consistently unrepentant and proud reprobate into office. Now that's one person, not 10. How could one man be all of this? I am amazed and appalled that intelligent people would think that either they could give or otherwise watch such a man embrace the most immense power in all the world, alongside a 2/3 corrupt Supreme Court which he corrupted, alongside a flimsy, fearful, and fealty-formed majority in the legislature. I'm appalled that people, intelligent people, can watch all this and yet jump all over people like me who speak up about the lack of wisdom therein and the dangers ahead and the violence all of this is already doing to people, to social norms, to institutions, and the very foundations of law, order, peace, and justice. The book of Revelation, the very last one in the Bible, possesses in the very last chapter some very curious and quite ominous words. It says, quote, "Let the one who does wrong continue to do wrong. Let the vile person continue to be vile. Let the one who does right continue to do right. And let the holy person continue to be holy," unquote. Let me tell you how I think we should read that. Simply put, it's late. It's too late. If people now call good evil and evil good, it's late. Too late to change their minds about that fundamental fact. If people now call lies truth and truth lies, it's late. Too late to change their minds about those fundamental facts. If people now call little innocent kids born in America and their asylum-seeking parents who have never committed any crimes poison to America's blood, while celebrating the release of violent, murderous insurrectionists as just, right, and good, and while ignoring the poison of white supremacy, then it's late, too late to change their minds. No argument would change their minds. If people, Christian people, grow tired of voices like mine and tell me to either stop talking or to talk about Jesus, or worse, tell me that I am hateful and I should give Trump a chance, then it's late. It's too late to change their minds. If people watch a criminal holding immense power who promised that he would bring retribution and say, well, I'm hoping for the best, it's late, too late to convince them that that will bring great disappointment. So I shall obey the Bible from this point on. What does it say again? Let the one who does wrong continue to do wrong. Let the vile person continue to be vile. Let the one who does right continue to do right. And let the holy person continue to be holy. Well then, Michael, let those who believe wrong will bring about right continue to believe that lie. Let those who believe a vile person who continues to be vile would bring about justice continue to be fooled by that thought. Leave them alone, Michael. On the other hand, you, Michael, and others who think like you, continue to do right. You, Michael, and others who read, process, and stay vigilant like you, continue to be holy. You want to know who wrote those words? John, the brother of Jesus. You want to know where he was when he wrote those words? In exile, a form of deportation, if you will, to a place he wasn't born. You want to know why he was there? Because like Dr. King and before him Dietrich Bonhoeffer, he dared to speak truth to violent, depraved, and evil power and got the backlash. Maybe this might not happen to voices held by people like Bishop Marion Budde, who spoke ever so gently to a felonious and heartless American president asking for mercy for the least among us. And she, not he, is vilified by so many people who say they follow Jesus. Please, share this video with someone. I'm Michael Friday, and your week just got wiser. I'll see you again soon. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.